Hiya Brian, this is my video submission for my final video submission for the Christmas lights. As you can see, I've had all Christmas lights added into this one sheet with my multiplexers, with my LEDs, and with a push button select system where I can toggle up and down to which lighting system I want. So I'll just show you the first one here. It's our walk-in one. As you can see in the report, it's done up. Oh, sorry, I'll go back in there. As you can see in the report, it's done up the way I've been doing it up the past few weeks. Nothing has changed or anything like that. I've put wire labels at the end of each wire, and I've called them. So there's my LED 1. This is my first LED lighting scheme, so I call that LED 1, and then the wire is A. This one is LED 1, the wire being B, so C, D, E, F, G, all the way down to H. And then when you can see, I go into my second lighting system here. You can see LED 2A, 2B, 2C, 2D, and that's the same for every single line system. It just goes down and says LED 3A. This helps with my multiplexers just with the wire labels. So I'll show you how I've linked them all up. You just come over here, and here's my multiplexers, and you should see here the label is LED 1A, so it'll take the first wire from my first lighting system, and then this should be the first wire from my second lighting system. Yeah, so it'll go all the way down through here. So for instance, if we wanted the first wire from our fifth lighting system, it would be here as well. The output of this multiplexer then I called it A, and this goes into the first LED down here. So that you can see that label is A. Just to reiterate, I suppose, if we wanted to see all the lights or the wires from our third multiplexer, just to make sure that we know that they are all the third wires from each lighting system. So obviously for the fifth one here, it would be this one, LED 5C. They're all our C outputs that are going into the third LED right here. You can see in the A, B, and C on the multiplexers then, I've labeled them LSB1, CSB, and MSB for least significant bit, central significant bit, and most significant bit. That just helps then with the push select system here. So obviously the wires going in here from our Q to our Q2, Q1 is obviously least significant. The Q1 is central, so it's central significant bit, and then the Q2 then is most significant bit. So it's just when the digital system would just know which one to display, and obviously those wires coming out then would be linked to these, which would also tell it which LED lighting system to put on. So I'll just go through each lighting scheme itself there, and I'll show you how the push button select system works. Just use a basic counter. It'll just count up from 1 to 7, and as I said before, each of these will send a signal back to our multiplexers letting us know which lighting system is going to work. So it's just a basic up-down counter, but I just use the up on it. So I have the toggle button here. Every time it goes on 1, it'll count up. So these LEDs down here anyway, so I press play, it'll display 0, which is our first lighting scheme, which is just the walk-in 1. So if we tap it again, then it should go to our second one. It'll be 1 there. So that's our walk-in 1, but it stays on. If we do our second one then, our third one, it is the Night Raider. Fourth one then is the accordion. Fifth one then is the odds and evens. That's the one we created ourselves, or I created myself, sorry. The fifth one then is a ROM simulated. The sixth one then is the second of the ones I created myself. It's dual frequency double counters. There's two counters counting up to 4, and they're at different frequencies, so you get this randomized pattern. And that's the idea behind that one. And then for my last one, then it's a walking one with different clock pulses. Each wire has a different frequency on the clock, so it'll gradually start going slow, and it'll build up speed. And by the time it gets to 8, I think I have it running at 1.4 hertz per second. Okay, thank you.